My damn can had failed, but what's good, y'all? It's Chief Jaelyn. Don Jaelyn, all rise, tree boo. Man, today I want to talk about some man, and of course, it's dealing with real life, right? When I say real life, I'm talking about the things that make life real, the substance, you know. Um, so you already know I'm finna get deep. But something that just came to my mind is how in the Bible it even says faith is the substance of things hoped for. This is my addition to it. The substance of wishes fulfilled is faith. So what I want to talk about, man, is I was thinking about why it takes so long to create, to manifest your first world. This is gonna go over some of y'all's head, but my tree boo, they know how these conversations go. Y'all know about this information, the secret per se. The reason it takes so long to create your first world, your first conscious world, right? Because we were creating worlds since babies. We just didn't know exactly what to call it, right? We just knew the process. And then, of course, it was brainwashed out of us. A new world was impressed on us when we were the most susceptible to it, right? From family, from environment, from surroundings, from society. Society did their best to impress you with their world, right? And I'm not here to slander anybody. I'm not here to say right or wrong. It just is. So, assuming that was your starting point. Now, if you had an environment, a family, a society that encouraged you to create your own world since your impressionable age, like 3 to 7, this doesn't necessarily apply to you because your foundation is clean. But for the majority of us, we had worlds impressed on us, paradigms impressed on us that weren't ours, right? So you get older and you start figuring out what you truly desire, and it may be in direct conflict with the paradigm that was impressed on you. The only thing you fucking know. That's why it's so hard to create your first world consciously. In that whole soliloquy, I just got to it. Because you were impressed by an environment, a society, peoples, in your most impressive age, in your most susceptible age. So you grow up with these beliefs, these thought patterns, these habits. And then one day you get to the age where you think fully, you figure out what you truly desire. And you start imagining a world. Well, first off, you try to imagine a world that you desire, and it's hard to do so. It feels like it's impossible to see yourself doing whatever you just thought about imagining. You get past that hurdle, then it seems damn near impossible to do the things that person would do because you can't necessarily see yourself doing them. Then you get past that hurdle. Then it's hard for you to actually believe it. Part of you just wants to believe it's fairy tale shit. You get past that hurdle. Then you get emotionally involved with that desire. You know it to be true because you feel it. You realize that the unseen creates the seen. You gain awareness and then you create it, right? Then you create it. Well, I skipped a step. After that happens, your old world crumbles. That old paradigm and everything attached to that old paradigm, those old habits, those old beliefs fade away. If you ever seen tarot, they have a card called a tower card. And in that tower card, it just looks like complete chaos. That's what happens right before you achieve your new paradigm, your new desires, your new goals. I'll give y'all an example, man. 4 to 6 months ago, my desire was to move to Albuquerque, New Mexico. I'm here now, as y'all know. Temporary spot right now. I actually have a desired dream apartment in Albuquerque that is a part of my new reality that I'm creating, but that's neither here nor there. So I wrote down on pieces of paper about being in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I read it every day. I'd envision myself in this apartment in New Mexico, the vibes, things of that nature. And after I jumped through all the hurdles, starting to actually believe it, getting emotionally involved with it, knowing it to be true, when I got to that final step, my old world had a tower moment. It crumbled. My old paradigm crumbled. Everything attached to the old me, my old behaviors, my old thought patterns, they crumbled. Had an explosive argument with my mom's. On the grounds of respect, but me being aware, man, I know that it had to happen because she was a huge anchor to my old self. The old paradigm, right? That's my mother. Right now I'm becoming somebody that there's nobody in my family that's ever became or had the desires that I've had. Not saying there's not been people in my family with big desires, and big and small is relative, but there's been nobody in my family that's walked this particular path. So it's no coincidence that explosive argument with my mom's on the grounds of respect. Now that relationship is pretty much severed. Pops is taking her side, so that relationship is damn near severed. But these are two people, and I love them to life, but these are two people that are attached to my old self, my old paradigm, my old beliefs, my old habits. So I tell you this to tell y'all, man. And then, of course, after this, I moved out here. I'm out here now. It was, I shit y'all not, it was after my old world crumbled, I was out here within 3 to 4 days. So that's your sign that your quantum leap, you walking into your next reality has happened once your old reality crumbles. Yeah. It's interesting, man. It's interesting. But you gotta be willing to let it crumble and let it fall and let it burn. Burn. Gotta let it burn, man. No matter how it make you feel. No matter how much you don't want it to. And honestly, I'm not gonna put a time limit on this video because this is real shit. But honestly, that's the reason why it takes so long also the first time you create your new reality. Because you're scared of what happens when you're alone. Your old paradigm has people attached to it. And as soon as you burn it, in essence, you burn those people too. But you have to make room for the version of you that your soul desires. See, that's the point, man. That's the fucking point. The point is to create a version of you that you are happy with, that you're fulfilled with, that you're satisfied with, that you picked. The old you was not somebody that you picked. It was thought patterns, it was a mindset, it was habits that was taught to you. You didn't choose them. So this is why it's so important to create your own worlds, your own realities, and to accept whatever the fuck comes with it, because you're in the driver's seat. And with you being in the driver's seat, life will feel like an adventure. Life will feel like it's worth living. You'll know God, because God is the only reason why this is possible, right? That's why now, man, I'm searching, not even searching, I'm attracting and searching for people who know God. There's no way you can know God if you haven't destroyed your old reality and created one of your choosing. Because that whole process is all God. So I'm on a journey to connect real godly people. That doesn't mean religious people. That doesn't mean Bible readers. That doesn't mean church goers. Godly people are people that know how to use the powers God gave us to create their own reality. The most powerful people on the planet. So I'm connecting those people, and it's time to give this world a nice shake up. Peace, love, prosperity, 999, all love. Me llamo Don Jaelyn. Hasta luego, mi amigos.